Welcome once again to the 2016 Missouri State USBC Celebration Gala. Tonight, we honor a number of people with scholarships, special recognition award, and we induct the class of 2016 into our Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame. It's a night to celebrate our success in the state of Missouri. So, I got to tell you a story before I start. Before I was hobbling around like I am, as you've all seen tonight, about a month ago I was off to the Open Championships, and this surgery happened 2 days after I got back from the Open Championships. But flying to Reno, and I was flying out of St. Louis, and that's very familiar to me. Many of you know that I travel for business quite often. If you follow me on Facebook, I'm checking in all over the country. So that shouldn't have been a big deal. This was my 20th Open Championships this year, and I really wanted to do well. And on that day, I decided to take an additional bag full of bowling balls over and above what I normally take. And I'm very lucky because even on American Airlines, I get my first 2 bags free because of my status on the airlines due to travel. I knew I'd have to pay for the 3rd bag, and I was fine with that just to get it on the plane. I wanted to take it with me. Now, for those of you who travel with bowling balls, you know that's a big question mark on how they'll decide to handle your luggage on that day. Some days it's with a smile. Some days you get the 3rd degree. So today I look at the attendant behind the counter as I'm checking my bags in upstairs, and she has a TSA agent with her as she does her job that day. And I'm telling you, if you've not been through this, that's never a good thing. So I go through my normal process, and I got up to the counter to check these bags, and she tells me that what I already know, I'm going to have to pay for the 3rd bag. I tell her I expected that, and I was taking more than I normally take to a bowling tournament. Well, the TSA agent asked then, "What are you doing with all these bowling balls?" And I explained that I'm going to the biggest tournament in the country, in the United States, and if I have them, they don't do me any good sitting at home. So the 2 of them walk away to confer a bit, and I'm standing there just kind of watching and not knowing and they come back, and the attendant comes back to me, and she says, "Okay, strip down facing me." So I kind of stopped a little wide-eyed, looking at her, standing upstairs in Lambert Airport. But if I learned anything in my years of travel, you get nowhere arguing with the TSA. And you might actually miss your flight because of being detained. So I made a mental note to complain to them when I went downstairs and actually go through security. But I did just as she instructed me to do. And after the shrieking and hysterical laughing had finally subsided, I found out that she was talking about how I should position my credit card in the swiper. Needless to say, I've been asked to fly Southwest Airlines to bowling tournaments in the future. They said I'd fit right in. I think they need to make their instructions a little more clear to seniors. I still don't think I look that bad. So, let's begin with what we're really here for. We've got 6 very distinguished young bowlers with us tonight, surrounded by their families and friends. Each of them will receive a $1,000 scholarship in addition to the awards they get tonight. And I've got help presenting these awards too. So, to present the Dorothy Johnson Female Bowler of the Year Scholarship from Farmington, please welcome Missouri State USBC Director Barb Kennan. Okay, good.
Okay, thank you. You all right? Good evening. How is everybody? We've had a beautiful time today, and it's so good to be up here to see all of you. I have the honor of presenting the Dorothy Johnson Female Youth Bowler of the Year Scholarship Award. And this year, the youth bowler, who is a sophomore at the Fox High School in Arnold, Missouri. She started bowling 2 years ago and has excelled in her bowling skills, not only in performance, but also has completed her level of coaching class and is currently coaching young bowlers whenever she can. She is a volunteer at Imperial Bowl and always willing to help out, from offering advice, helping workers, and even food prep. A few of her tournament top finishes are as follows: 2016 Jeffco USBC Youth Open, 3rd place in singles and doubles. 2015 JBC Gateway. She received 5th place in singles, 8th place in singles, 5th place in singles twice, and then 14th place in singles twice. 2015, her high school's Scratch State 4th place team. High school handicap state 2nd place team. Junior Gold qualifier 6th place singles. League and other bowling awards, 2015, she gives the Junior Gold qualifier, JBC Gateway Female Bowler of the Year. 2016, St. Louis USBC Youth Open, 50 pins over average award, and Junior Gold League High Female Average. Her current average is 173. She carries a high series of 660 and high game of 259. She also is currently serving on the St. Louis USBC Board of Directors. And her scholastic honors, she's on the honor roll, scored advanced on 11 of 14 Missouri Assessment Program's standardized tests, over 3 tests scored proficient. Score advanced in Algebra 1, end of course standardized test. Her cumulative class rank of high school career is 29th out of 472 students. She carries a GPA of 3.7 and a weighted year of 4.3. Her extracurricular activities are Fox High School Concert Choir, treble, which is the top women's choir, varsity basketball cheerleader, junior varsity football cheerleader, and member of the 2015-2016 District Honor Choir. Community service as coaches, and she volunteers at Imperial Bowl. She volunteers at the elementary school and helps out in the kindergarten and summer school, assists others in bowling and academics. Her coach is Mark Brevard. He feels that she has been a wonderful person to instruct, and in 2 short years has grown into a solid young bowler. She practices extensively and is willing to improve her skills and participates in bringing in new bowlers to enjoy the sport. Nathan Niehaus, who is one of her teachers at school, stated that she has a passion for learning and helping others. She has a positive attitude and determination to complete whatever she starts. Gina Buhner, the Fox High School assistant principal, stated, "When you ask for motivation, reliability, intellect, and maturity, she can assure that she is going to be among the 10% of her students." Ms. Buhner describes the student as enthusiastic, open, intellect, honest, determined, warm, and one of the most persistent adolescents of Fox High School. She also started, she is an articulate, upbeat, versatile, and intelligent young student. As you can see, she is outstanding candidate for this award, and her future goals includes bowling of a college team and eventually going on to bowl on the PWBA. Now we have a short film that we'd like to show you.
Yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing.
Please join me in welcoming to the podium the winner of the Dorothy Johnson Female Youth Bowler of the Year Award and a $1,000 scholarship from Imperial, Montana Meyer. Her plaque reads, the Dorothy Johnson Scholarship Female Youth Bowler of the Year, presented to Montana Meyer, June 4th, 2016. And then this is to hang up in her center. It says, Missouri State USBC Association, congratulations to Montana Meyer, recipient of the Dorothy Johnson Scholarship Female Youth Bowler of the Year, presented on June 4th, 2016 at the MSUSBC Showcase, an annual meeting at Capitol Plaza Hotel, Jefferson City, Missouri. Congratulations. Can you say a few words?
So I actually didn't know until like maybe a week ago that I was supposed to have something prepared, so bear with me. I've already told people that I was just going to wing it, and I kind of regret that decision right now, but I'd like to thank my parents for always driving me everywhere because I don't drive yet. My grandparents for supporting me and my entire family for their support. And I'd also like to thank everybody who's helped me because even though Mark Brevard, he's like my main coach, there's tons of other people throughout St. Louis that have helped me. And I'd especially like to thank Tom Dawson because he's the one that pushed me to turn in this paperwork because I was bowling the St. Louis youth championships, and he was like, this is due tomorrow. And I was like, I've got it, don't worry. So I turned it in time. So I'd like to thank Tom and just really everybody that's helped me because there have been a lot of people that have helped me along the way in these short 2 years. So, yep, I think that's about it. I'm super nervous right now. Thank you. Oh, I thought to take the scholarship committee. That's what I was trying to do. Most importantly, and I'm sorry I forgot, I would like to thank the scholarship committee for picking me for the scholarship. Yep. Yes.
All right. Thanks. I forgot something a while ago, and she just reminded me in the pictures that I saw in the video, so if you'll bear with me for just a second. All right, cool. So, I know you see me hopping around up here, and it's better than getting the crutches every single time. If you're feeling sorry for me, you shouldn't, because when I invite our next speaker up here, I'm going to be sitting down here for quite some time. To present the Don Roman Male Youth Bowler of the Year and both Carolyn Gilbert Scholarships for Higher Education, please welcome my buddy, Tom Dawson. It's a one-legged joke from one guy to another. Awesome.
Okay, I have a story also. And if you know me, you'll understand, and if you don't, someday you'll see me and you'll understand. We got in Thursday afternoon, and as soon as it gets warm, I wear shorts. And so I'm walking around, I'm talking to different people in the hall, and the DAV is also Disabled American Veterans. They're right next door eating. And so yesterday I got in the elevator, and a guy jumped in real quick, and he says, "Can you tell me where our hospitality suite is?" And I looked at him, and I said, "I'm not with the DAV, I'm with the bowlers." And he looked at my leg, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he left, anyway. Okay, where's St. Louis people at? We have the room till 11. There's only 3 Hall of Famers, so relax. It's a local joke. It's a local joke. Yeah, yeah. I know. I got to watch when she starts pointing her watch. Actually, Montana, you actually had 4 days to get it in. I was doing the announcements, and where's she at? Oh, okay. And part of our announcements are always, don't forget, we have forms for our local scholarship. And I'm saying, and this is like on Sunday, and they had to be postmarked like Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. And I said, it's a little short notice, but if you think you can do it, we still have some state scholarships too. And so I'm down, doing score corrections. He said, "Okay, Tom, what's this about the state scholarship?" And I said, "You got to have stuff from school, 2 letters from the teachers, da-da-da-da-da-da." She said, "I'll do it." I said, "Okay, good luck." Well, you did great. And if you notice, when Barb said 2015, she's only been bowling for 2 years. 170 something average in 2 years. Yeah, awesome. Okay. I have several notes here. Okay, right now I want to introduce. If you have to get up and walk around, tell me, and I'll take a break. Okay. Okay, I have the Don Roman Male Bowler of the Year to start with. Shane Calloway. Didn't you graduate this morning? Yep, he graduated this morning. Got through with all that and busted butt to get up here so he could receive his scholarship and have dinner with us. First, I'd like to congratulate all the scholarship winners, all the Hall of Famers, and the other award winners for tonight. Job's well done. Okay, I got the privilege of doing 3 of the kids because 2 bowled for me, and the other girl I knew when she just barely started bowling, so my privilege. Okay, by the way, Shane has been accepted to the Missouri Institute of Science and Technology. That's University of Missouri Rolla. I didn't know that was the big name of it. Anyway, congratulations, Shane. Great job. Academically, ACT score of a 28. He was his freshman class representative. He's a member of the National Honor Society. He's a member of the A+ group, and so he gets the recipient of the A+ program, which I think is like 2 years free tuition at a junior college. That's a big deal. He's been on the honor roll and perfect attendance since the 1st grade. Man, I had scarlet fever and missed 3 weeks when I was in grade school. That's awesome, Shane. That's awesome. His community service and his leadership includes mentoring at the elementary school, helped organize a clean stream and outdoors education program. He managed the junior high school store. He volunteers at the church in a children's center. He works at every St. Louis USBC tournament that he's at. If we need help, we know we can always count on Shane and his mom. They both work tirelessly for us. He's vice president of the engineering club. He's been captain of his bowling team for 8 years. He's currently working at a Subway restaurant. He's a shift leader, and he does customer services. He helps us organize kids to bowl for the Cure and the BVL from our Saturday program. For the bowl for the Cure, we probably take 40 kids and coaches and parents. And I think he helped design the shirt one year, and we all buy shirts, and we all look alike and take up half the bowling alley. So, and our kids can bowl in that event because it's a singles. They just sign a waiver, and they also bowl in the BVL. We don't make shirts for the BVL, we could consider that. Shane is in the Junior Bowling Club Travel League, as is Montana, as is the two others I'm going to introduce. Shane's team this year, they are the A team from Brunswick, Chesterfield, where I coach. They have national recognized scores. They have the first place four-person, 15 and up, four-person team, scratch game, 1056. They also had a 1022, which is second place in the nation, that a 1001, fourth place in the nation, and so on and so forth. Series, they're also first in the nation. Scratch score, 29-29. Do the math, folks. 29-29. 4 bowlers. And, well, actually, they had a 29-22, and about 4 weeks later, they bowled the 29-29. They also have 27-60 and 27-28. So they have the first, second, third, and fourth place series is scratch for four-person teenagers. Quite a feat. Good bowling, Shane. I've known Shane since he was 6, 5. He and his sister decided to bowl, and his mom asked me if I would work with both the kids because I was coaching the older kids and they were in the young group. And we were at Strike and Spare in the St. Louis area at the time. Shane was a skinny little kid with big intentions, still kind of thin, but he's a lot bigger than he was. He threw a lot of gutter balls because he didn't want to get in bumpers. He wanted to bowl like the big guys. So, unfortunately, when you go to bowl.com, you can't go back to when they were born and started bowling. But I can go back to 2007 on him, and his composite average in 2007 was a 107. That would have made you about 8, 9, something like that. 2016 composite average 206. Big improvement. I'm proud of you, Shane. He bowled a couple times in a summer sport league. His high average on a sport shot was 181. Some of his bowling accomplishments include the team series' records I just read. He was 2012 St. Louis USBC Youth Bowler of the Year for male. He has a house average of 202, but he's got a travel league average going from house to house of a 210. And you're going to find that some of these bowlers are better when they go to other houses than they are just in their own house. So that's quite an accomplishment. His highest average has been a 217, and he has 2 300 games, and he has an 804 series. The first 300 game he shot, nobody realized he was shooting it. I mean, Shane doesn't show a lot of emotion. He threw that last, and all of a sudden somebody said, Shane's got 300 going. He threw that last ball, and he just goes, he looked like a deer in the headlight. He's just like walking like a zombie. And the last one he threw, he jumped up and screamed and shouted and almost did a flip. Anyway, got a little bit more emotional as he got a little bit more age on him. So he's a regular in the St. Louis tournament group. Like I said, he bowled for the Cure, the BVL. He also has bowled a number of state Pepsi championships, as well as the state youth championships. He's bowled in the Show Me Games. In fact, one year when he was at the Show Me Games, the Columbia newspaper actually was doing interviews, and they interviewed Shane, and there was a short article about him in the paper. In 2008, he took 5th place in the State Games of America. So in 2009 is when he started bowling Travel League for us, and then he expanded into the Gateways. He's won 2 Gateways tournaments. You get a banner on your first one, so his name's up, forever until he asks for his banner back. And he's been named the Gateway Bowler of the Year. The Gateways are the Junior Bowling Club's tournaments, and the Junior Bowling Club Travel League is the league aspect of it. So he's been Bowler of the Year for the Gateways. Coach Randy says Shane is always early to the center and helps by putting out the captain sheets, entering pre-bowl scores. He further says he's blessed to be part of a supportive bowling family. His teachers say Shane is a thoughtful, intelligent, and passionate young man. Further, a fine young man who works hard and takes pride in all he does. Let's see a short video about Shane. Okay, let's congratulate Shane Calloway, 2016 winner of the Missouri State USBC, Don Roman, Male Bowler of the Year. Oh, here. Okay, Shane also gets the plaque that reads Don Roman Scholarship Male Youth Bowler of the Year, presented to Shane Calloway, June 4, 2016. He also gets the acknowledgement framed certificate to have his center put up so they can brag about having a scholarship winner. I'll hold this. It's yours.
All right. Okay, well, let's start with thanking the Missouri USBC and the scholarship committee for honoring me with this scholarship. I'd also like to thank all my coaches and youth directors over the years who have helped me get to this point with my bowling, as well as my parents who have been there all this time supporting me and pushing me to do my best. I'd also like to thank all the bowlers I've met throughout all the years. I've met a lot of bowlers, not names I don't even remember anymore. They've always pushed me and helped me along my path and all made me a better bowler. I'd also like to congratulate all the other people getting scholarships today. It's great to bowl, and it's always good to get money from it, honestly. Anything to help with education is honestly great. That's all I really have to say.
That 300 game was not the one that he looked like a zombie. That was one where he had a little bit of emotion. And the young lady that was in his pictures towards the end is his older sister, and she also won she won Dorothy Johnson about 4 years ago. Yeah. Anyway, strong bowling family, good support. I've known him for 16 years, I think. Okay. How am I doing, Kim? All right? I don't see you pointing to your watch. Okay. Okay, time will run off. Okay, next. I'm very proud to present Shannon Grimm. Shannon is a senior at Rockwood Summit High School. In fact, I think she graduated within the last couple of weeks. Shannon has 3.3 grade point. She's been accepted and will be bowling for McKendree College. I believe she'll be a great addition to their team. I know their coach. I've talked to her a number of times. Runs a really, really good program. She's only been there for a year, but she's really got the respect of the kids. Shannon won the inaugural Marie Heisel Scholarship last season. And in fact, Marie was in a facility in St. Louis, and her youth director is good friends. And so they got a picture with Marie. That was really nice. So she's been bowling since she was 5 years old. I probably didn't know her till she was about 8. I knew her before she knew me, but I've known her family for years. She started out as a bumpers. She was improving every year because she wanted to be the best that she could be. While I've never had the opportunity to coach Shannon, I have known her for quite a few years. And I've known her whole family since the 90s. Her big brother was one of the top 10 bowlers, youth bowlers, when he was still bowling. I bowl against her dad on Wednesday night. He kicks my ass regularly. Her mom's a scratch bowler. It's just a strong bowling family, and it comes natural to her, I'm sure. In 2006, Shannon had a composite average of 124. This season, her composite average, just through the winter season when they turn it in, 216. What an improvement. Quite an improvement over the years. She's worked her way at Crestwood Bowl up to the strongest league she can be, to always be the best bowler she can be. In 2010, she joined the Junior Travel League, JBC Travel League from Crest Bowl. And she also began bowling the Gateway tournaments, which are also run by Junior Bowling Club. She's had a junior gold card since 2012, bowling in the Sport Shot Leagues. Shannon has won 4 Gateways, Shannon? 4? 3, 4? Oh, I saw you over there earlier. 4? 3, I'm sorry, giving you more credit. That's right. You still got time this year. So this season, she's in a sport league, the travel league, as well as bowling for her high school. She's the high average female in her South division. She's probably one of the highest in that whole league with the 217 average. So yeah, she's high average on the team, and she's high female girl in the league. She's bowled in the BPA family tournament for a number of years, St. Louis and Missouri State Youth Championships, as well as the Missouri State Pepsi. As a freshman, she had 11 in a row with a 290 game. Last year, she rolled a 300 and a 702 series. So all of her 2015-16 stats aren't quite in yet because she's bowling summer league still. But her house average is 210. She also shoots higher in travel league. She's got a 214 in travel league, and she has a 194 sport average. In her careers, she has games of 300, 290, 279, 277, and 276, to name a few. Series is 786, 782, 768, 739, 714. In 2014, she was a female high average in St. Louis. She was high for the girls. She was 11th place overall when you combined her with the guys. Quite the bowler. Shannon has been a female bowler several times for the JBC Gateways. She's been Star of the Week about at least 15 times. The Star of the Week is pins over average from the last time you bowled, and that's in her travel league. She won her junior gold spot by winning the Missouri Pepsi in 14. That's where she won her first junior gold spot. Shooting at 1409 for 6 games. That's a 234 average. She was 141 pins higher than the next bowler in her category. She has won or been in the top 5 places many times in the JBC Gateway tournaments. She's won numerous scholarships and awards, including the Ed Sweeney Star of Tomorrow, Murder Schulte Leadership Scholarships, both of St. Louis. 2 times the Howard Key Scholarship for High Series from the JBC Invitational. Last year, she won the Marie Heisel inaugural scholarship. She was St. Louis Female Bowler of the Year in 2015. Activities include Pep Club at high school. She helps Down syndrome kids learn to bowl. She volunteers at an animal shelter. She's a member of her Renaissance Club, perpetually on the honor roll, and Shannon works part-time at Crestwood Bowl. Her teachers at Rockwood High School say, among other things, she has studied longer and harder than anyone I have known before. Further, she is incredibly kind and thoughtful. She approaches challenges consistently and with perseverance and optimism. Let's see a short video on Shannon.
I had a dream so big and loud. I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands out to the sky. We danced with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. This is gonna be.
Okay, I'm proud to introduce the Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship for Higher Education for 2016 female bowler, Shannon Grimm. Come on up. Okay, Shannon also gets the plaque that reads, Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship for Higher Education, presented to Shannon Grimm, June 4, 2016. She also gets the similar to be displayed at her center, and I know Mike will put this up at Crestwood Bowl. Missouri State USBC Association congratulates Shannon Grimm, recipient of the Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship for Higher Education, presented on June 6, 2016 at the MSUSB Showcase and Annual Meeting at Capitol Plaza Hotel, Jefferson City, Missouri. Shannon, it's all yours.
I would like to thank the committee on selecting me for this scholarship. It's truly honored. Congrats.
You can if you want to. Just get closer so you can hear it. Not so soft. Okay.
I would like to thank the committee on selecting me for this scholarship. It's truly an honor. I also want to congratulate on the other scholarship recipients and Hall of Fame inductees. When I was 9 years old, my parents decided to move from St. Louis to Fenton, Missouri. Starting a new school was very scary, but having a man for a teacher was even scarier. So I thought, as it turns out, Mr. Bear became one of my favorite teachers. As I started 4th grade at Callison Elementary, I was behind and Mr. Bear saw me struggle. He decided to call the special school district and had me tested. Turns out I had a learning disability. I got the help I needed, and with a lot of hard work, I eventually caught up with the rest of my classmates. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Barron, and the rest of my teachers for always being there, helping me and supporting me. I also like to thank my parents for making the decision to move. I know you always wanted the best for me and my brother. This fall I'll be attending McKendree University. I'm proud and honored to be a part of a Bearcat family. I don't know what my future holds, but I can't wait to find out. Thank you.
Okay, I got another one. This is my last one, and then I'm done, and Kim can quit timing me, and St. Louis guys can relax. I was only kidding. However, if I had have brought some of these resumes, this one taped together would have gone to the floor and partway to the TV. Good job, Sandy. Love you. Okay. Next, we have Richard Hochecker IV. We just call him Ricky. Ricky is a senior at both Parkway. Well, he just graduated, but he was a senior at Parkway South High School as well as South Tech High School. He was doing a split session for the last 2 years. At Parkway South, he was studying machine shop and things, right? So stuff like that. I'm sorry, South County, and then he was doing his regular studies at Parkway South. So he graduated several weeks ago. He will be going to Rankin Technical College next year. And I met Ricky during the 2012 Missouri State Youth Championship when we were having it in St. Louis. I was the local coordinator. And he had put a resume in to be on the state board. And I said, do you know what this entails? I said, you have to like spend the night. You're going to have to go there like 4 times a year. Not that you can't do it, but maybe you want to start smaller. And so we had an opening on the youth committee in St. Louis, and I took him as a guest to one of the board meetings and to the youth committee. He loved it. He said, how do I have to get on? I said, well, I'll talk to the committee, and next thing you knew, he was part of our St. Louis youth committee. This is a hat trick. Ricky has won all 3 scholarships now. Today is his 3rd of our scholarships at the state level. So he applied and won the Don Roman as a freshman. Keith Sanders was so impressed with Ricky, he asked him if he would consider the Missouri State Youth Committee, and he appointed him to that position. And Ricky is finishing up his 4th year this year with me on the Missouri State Youth Committee. He's had a lot of positive influence and impact on the youth committee at the state level as well as St. Louis. A year ago, we were at our annual meeting, and we're doing elections, and Ricky was on the slate. I didn't even know he was running for the board. Ricky got elected. He's been on our board now for 2 years, St. Louis USBC. Great job, Ricky. He's also a positive contributor there, and he is chairman of the, what is it? Publicity. He is chairman this year of the St. Louis USBC Publicity Committee. And Ricky's moving up to the adult ranks next season. That's good news and bad news. It's bad news because I think he's bowling against me on Monday nights with Randy, his other coach. And good, though, because there's a real good chance he might be on my Wednesday team with his dad, and maybe we can beat Shannon's dad. I'm not sure, but when you hear some of his bowling skills, you'll understand why I'm happy and I'm sad. I'm really happy for him because he's moving to the ranks, and he deserves it. And don't get in his way, guys. He'll just take you down. So I say that because he currently has in the book, it's 236 average. Now, in the JBC travel, he also carries a higher average than he did at the house. After he had a 12-game, 15-game high average of 242. And water seeks its own level, and he settled in at 236, 238, still a lot better than I've ever bowled. Anyway, Ricky has always been a pleasure to coach. When I first met him, you could say, Ricky, try this. Ricky, let's try this. If this works, this is what's going to happen. If this works, this is what's going to happen. Ricky wasn't afraid to try anything. And he's really, really built his game, built his mental game. And he has he's won many scholarships. He's won Ed Sweeney and Tom Versalone in St. Louis. He was the St. Louis Youth Male Bowler in 2013. He won the Don Roman here as a freshman. He won the inaugural Marvin Townsend last year. And he was the Youth Volunteer of the Year last year at Missouri State. What we acknowledged during the business meeting. He won that one. Nationally, in 2014, Ricky won the USBC Youth Ambassador of the Year. $1,000 scholarship, I think. This year, nationally, he won the Earl Anthony Memorial Scholarship. $5,000 scholarship, 5 kids in the whole country. Good job. Anyways, Ricky joined our youth program the year that I met him, and he's improved every year since then. Now, his bowl.com only goes back to 2009, though I'm not sure why. But in 2009, he had a composite average of 131. And the year he joined our league, he had a 154 average in 8th grade. And his composite average right now is 226, though his actual high average single league is 236. I'd say Ricky's a fast learner. A pleasure to coach, easy to work with, willing to try anything to improve his game. Some of his bowling achievements include 7, count them, 7 300 games, 2 800 series. He also has high games of 299, 298, 297, and numerous 700 series, and 2 11 in a row games. He is a member of the national record-holding team. The scores I read earlier, he and Shane are on the same team. He's a proud participant on that record-setting team. He won his Gateway banner several years ago in the JBC Big Guy, Little Guy, and he's won a total of 2 Gateways, but he makes the cut, most every cut for the past couple of years. Academically, he's been a member of the Honor Roll forever, ever. He's a member of the National Honor Society. He's the President's Award for Academic Excellence. He belongs to the National Technical Honor Society. That honor society is through the South County Tech High School. He is an ambassador of precision machining from South Tech, and he's a student leader at South Tech. His volunteer activities include tutoring middle school kids, babysitting for the PTO when he was freshman, sophomore year. He's been a member of the Halloween Festival volunteer. He's assisted with the 2013, 14, 15, and recently 2016 St. Louis Senior Olympics. He got a phone call his freshman year, and our friend Heather was helping run the tournament, and the gentleman who was in charge of it knew nothing about bowling. Heather called Ricky, and he says, "Are you busy?" He says, "No, not really." He says, "You and your dad come over here really quick. I need help." Rick threw a spreadsheet together in about 40 minutes, and everything went fine. So he's been working the Senior Olympics for St. Louis for the past 4 years. He's part of the Parkway South Festival of Food, Parents' Night Out for the high school. He's assisted numerous years at lane certifications for St. Louis USBC. We let him crawl under the pit, under the deck. He's worked numerous St. Louis USBC tournaments as a board member, as a youth committee member, and just because he likes to help out. He has completed the USBC Level 1 coaching certification in 2014. Ricky at Tech, that's a machine shop. You know, he's working with metal. He created, and ask him later because I'm sure he's got a picture on it. His senior project at South Tech was an aluminum and steel ball rack for his house. Now, it's like the ones in the bowling alley. It's like this long, but it's 2 sections, and it's 2 levels high, and there's no room for any more balls. So, I've seen a picture of it, and I've seen a few other items that he's made. He made a metal gavel. He is excellent in machine work. So anyway, ask him to see pictures of his ball rack. It's amazing. It's all extruded aluminum. He made the screws. He made everything that's in that. Tournaments include Junior Gold Qualifier in 2015, and he's qualified for this year in 2016. He's bowled numerous Junior JBC Gateways, St. Louis Championships, BVLs, Bowl for the Cure, Missouri State Championship, as well as State Pepsi. National Junior Gold last year. He missed cut by like 15 pins the first year out. Hard to believe. I know guys have bowled 3 and 4 years and never been near the cut. He bowls regularly in the BPA family tournament, and obviously the JBC scholarship tournaments. Letters of recommendation, some of the comments include, he has always been a mature, focused, independent person who is able to balance academics and his extracurricular activities. He is well respected by his peers and teachers. He is a student ambassador for our class. Very impressive. Let's watch a short video about Ricky.
You know there's a light that glows by the front door. Don't forget the keys under the mat. When childhood stars shine, always stay humble and kind. Go to church 'cause your mama says to. Visit Grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be wasted time. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind.
It's truly my pleasure to introduce the 2016 Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship for Higher Education male to Richard Hochecker IV. These all sound the same, but I enjoy reading these to the guys and the girls because it's been my honor knowing and working with everyone. Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship for Higher Education presented to Richard Hochecker IV, June 4, 2016. He also gets the Let Me Brag and Put It Up in My Bowling Center. Missouri State USBC Association congratulates Richard Hochecker IV, recipient of the Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship for Higher Education, presented on June 4th, 2016 at the MSUSB Showcase and Annual Meeting at Capitol Plaza Hotel, Jefferson City, Missouri. Ricky, it's all yours.
Thank you, Tom. I would like to begin by thanking the Scholarship Committee for selecting me as the recipient of the Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship. It is truly an honor to be here tonight. I would also like to take a moment to thank the Missouri State USBC for the many scholarships that they have presented me with over the years. It's been an amazing past 4 years, and there have been so many people who have made a positive impact on me through my bowling game and my education, and I thank them for all the time that they have given to help me, as well as for the letters of recommendation that they have written for me. There are two very important people who I especially need to say thank you tonight. They're my parents. They're my #1 fans, and they're my biggest supporters. Mom, I know I may be stubborn at times, and I give you trouble all the time about getting on my back about filling out these scholarship applications. But if it wasn't for you pushing me, I wouldn't be standing here today. And if it wasn't for you just constantly getting on me about it, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I love you. Thank you. In the fall, I will be attending Rankin Technical College, studying precision machining. I received a phone call a couple weeks ago from Rankin offering me an internship for the summer, working in their machine shop. Doing anything from cleaning to get ready for the next school year, to helping with their summer camps, getting middle school and high school kids just excited about their education there as I will be. And I accepted the position last Tuesday. It'll be a great opportunity to get to know my instructors in the shop well before the class so that I can start out strong in August, already ahead of everybody else. Once again, I would like to say thank you to the Missouri State USBC for selecting me to receive multiple scholarships, as well as for their commitment to youth bowling. There are so many wonderful people in this building who have strived to create as many opportunities as possible for youth bowlers, such as myself over the years. My time as a youth bowler has been full of excitement, but I'm excited to see what the future holds moving up to adult next year bowling with my dad. In conclusion, I would like to take a moment to congratulate the other scholarship recipients and Hall of Fame inductees. Everyone here has worked so hard to be here tonight. Congratulations, and let's enjoy it together. Thank you. Maybe just a little bit.
Okay, do you need help getting up, or are you all right? Okay, good. Thank you, thanks, folks.
I have quite a few pages to turn now to get back to the right place in the script up here. So I was about ready to take another selfie here because I thought it might be tomorrow. So I don't know for sure. I'm just picking on you, Tom. Actually, if it weren't for the amount of accomplishments that the kids have that he has to talk about up here, then he wouldn't be talking about them. So I think it's pretty cool that they all have that. Last year, we added 2 new scholarships, both in the leadership area, named for Hall of Famers Marie Heisel and Marvin Townsend. We heard from a few people regarding this during the last year, which was kind of cool. In a world where youth is revered, I love that the lives of older people are given the tribute and respect that they deserve. It makes me happy to see such a touching tribute to great people while they and their families can still enjoy it together. As we noted this morning, we lost both of them during the year. But both got to see the first awarding of the scholarship named in their honor before they passed, and that's a very good thing. We did good here, folks. And if I have anything to say about it at all, no longer will we lose those who have served us so well, so selflessly, and so long without them knowing exactly how much we appreciated it. To present the Marie Heisel Female Leadership Scholarship, please welcome Missouri State USBC Director Don Ripitu from Columbia. You're welcome. You gonna use that? Okay.
Thank you, Dennis. Good evening, everyone. The Marie Heisel Scholarship is awarded to a female enrolled in the 11th or 12th grade who display outstanding leadership qualities. The 2016 award goes to Jasmine Youngblood, who's enrolled in the 12th grade, I think just graduated a week ago, at the Muriel Williams Battle High School in Columbia. She has a 3.8 grade point average. Some of her bowling accomplishments include a current average of 160, high game of 249, and a series of 628. In 2015, she placed third in one of the JBC Gateway tournaments and was on the first place team at the Missouri State USBC Youth Tournament in 2015. She was selected for her district's high school bowling team in 2014, 15, and 16. In 2015, their team bowled at the state tournament, and she was selected for the All-Star team. Last year, or this current year, the Battle High School selected for the first year that they've done it, they selected her as captain of their team. Also, this current year, in fact, just about a week ago, the Battle High School team took second place in the Missouri State High School Championship. I think their team bowled one game of, and this is all Baker format, they bowled one game of 288. Their team won high Baker game and high Baker series. As I say, that was just last week at the high school championship. Some of our academic and leadership community service activities She's a founder and owner of her own business called Jazz's Scarves and More. She was on the student council as treasurer from 2012 to 2015 and historian in 2015-16. She's a part of the Advanced via Individual Determinations Scholar in 2014 through 16. She was a National Honor Society, again 2014 to 16, and was historian in 2015-16. She also volunteered at the 2013 Special Olympics and worked in the school concession. Some recommendations or some quotes from the recommendation letters that we received from Dr. Kim Presco, president of the Battle High School. When Battle was opened in 2013, Jasmine, then a sophomore, helped getting different organizations started. She was a member of the student council and helped organize their first homecoming and other activities that are now part of Battle tradition. Mr. Greg Simmons, who's a social studies teacher and avid instructor at Battle, writes, Jasmine has demonstrated her leadership abilities by taking charge of study groups, leading class activities, and participating in numerous extracurricular activities as leader in those groups. And then according to Daryl Klotz, one of her coaches, the current season was the first time the bowling team named a captain, and Jasmine was the natural choice. She was a leader to her teammates, always one of the first to practice, making sure the players were all together and organized. Personally, I've known Jasmine for a few years since her family moved into Columbia, and I've always found her very energetic. I don't think I've ever seen her sit down, and she's always respectful to the people that she's working with. Jasmine will be attending Columbia College starting next year to begin her path to a doctorate degree in veterinary medicine. And I believe she'll be bowling on the team that Columbia College will be inaugurating next year. So let's now take a look at a short video for Jasmine.
A song for the broken hearted, a silent prayer for faith departed. And I ain't gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud. It's my life, it's now or never.
Please welcome the recipient of the 2016 Marie Heisel Female Leadership Scholarship from Columbia, Ms. Jasmine Youngblood. Again, we have the plaque for Jasmine, Marie Heisel Scholarship Female Leadership Award presented to Jasmine Youngblood, June 4th, 2016, and the certificate for the bowling center.
First off, before I can thank anybody, I do have to thank Mr. Sean Flannery, because without him, I wouldn't have known this scholarship existed. he showed up to one of our high school tournaments and said, "You guys need to fill these out because we need someone from our area to try to get one." So I would like to thank the selection committee for choosing me to receive this award, and a huge thanks to my brother Josiah, because he's always been extremely competitive with me through everything. Thanks to my dad for being my coach since I was 7, even if I didn't listen till I was in high school. And you've always pushed us to be the best in whatever we do. You're always there to push me and guide me through all my random obsessions and ideas, including playing Quidditch. From sports to school, you always pushed me to do that extra bit that no one else would. You always told me to give 110% effort and taught me how to be a leader. You've shown many kids with your coaching how to be adults. You've shown us how to take responsibility for our actions and own up to the consequences of those actions. And thanks to that, I got to pick the school I wanted to go to and have it paid for without a single scholarship from athletics from that school. I'm also getting to announce that my school has decided to include a women's bowling team for my sophomore year. So thank you to everyone who has helped me get to where I am, and thank you to those who will be there as I continue.
To present our last scholarship of the evening, the Marvin Townsend Male Leadership Award, please welcome Chuck Schuessler from Cape Girardeau, USBC.
Good evening. The leadership scholarship that I'm giving out is to Marvin Townsend. Hunter Blair Jones is a junior at Eagle Ridge Christian School. He just finished the 11th grade at Eagle Ridge Christian School with a 3.58 grade point average. He's been bowling since the age 9 in many leagues. He has come from a long family of bowling. His mother, Tracy, bowls. His grandma and grandpa bowl and been very active in the sport of bowling. In fact, his grandma is our association secretary. At the age of 9, Hunter had an average of 149. His current season average is 230. That's pretty good improvement in just a few years. Some of Hunter's accomplishments: in 2012, Hunter finished first in an elite youth tournament. 2013, Missouri State Pepsi 15 and up finished first in singles. In 2015, also, he bowled in the Western Kentucky Southern Illinois Road to Chicago and finished first in singles. In 2015, Missouri Youth State Division 7 finished first in singles with a 762 and first in all events with a 2233. In 2015, Missouri Youth State Division 6 finished third in doubles. In 2015, also, he finished in Missouri State Division 6. He finished second in team. 2016, he finished third in the Missouri East Youth Scholarship Tournament. Last year in 2015 at the Junior Gold in Chicago, Illinois, Hunter finished 79th, averaging a 194. Hunter has bowled several years in the BPA Family Doubles, the Missouri State Pepsi, and also in the Missouri State Youth Championships. Hunter has helped in a large way to our local association, accumulating the funds to help provide the financial support to send other youth to the tournaments. With the merger of our local association, the addition of the youth board members to our board, our association brought Hunter on to be on the local board for 2 years. When we hosted the Missouri State Seniors Tournament and the Missouri State Open Tournament with several other tournaments in the Cape Girardeau Association, Hunter has been there to fill many hats and thus helping his fellow youth bowlers to raise funds to support our youth bowling projects. Hunter being one of the top youth bowlers in the state of Missouri is also a top starting pitcher in his high school baseball team. And as a junior, he was a second-year starter on his basketball team. Hunter holds, again, a grade point average of 3.58 at the Eagle Ridge Christian School. Along with that, the school has requirements of a 30-hour community service, and Hunter has more than doubled the requirements in 2014 and 2015. Other community services he does is the Rock of Cape Christians Ministry. He also volunteers at Auction Volunteer, Grandparents' Day Volunteer, Veterans Day Volunteer, Volleyball Assistant, which he keeps the team book and stats, and also on the Student Council for his school. Hunter's current average is 230. He has had 3 800s, with his highest being an 815 and 22 300s. He's also shot 311 in a row. I just was told a while ago that his first 800, he was asked to be a pacer at the, hang on, got my note, on a West County Lanes, where he bowled his first 800, 801. He was very shocked because he didn't think he was going to get anything because he was a pacer. But they did surprise him and give him his award for 800. Teachers at the Eagle Ridge Christian School say that Hunter is a great young man with a strong work ethic. Also, they said he has only begun to scratch the surface of his abilities as a young man and an athlete. Let's go to some video.
That's how you change the world. All my life I had big dreams to do big things and make a change. And all the while I just pass by the simple needs right here next to me. 'Cause there's a breaking heart that's falling apart, and tear-filled eyes are looking back at me. God, won't you help me to see? It's the prayer in an empty room, little things we do when nobody's around, a hand reaching.
I would like to introduce you to the recipient of this year's Marvin Townsend Male Leadership Award from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Hunter Jones. Again, as the award reads, Marvin Townsend Scholarship Male Leadership Award presented to Hunter Jones, June 4th, 2016. And again, the plaque to hang up in his house. Missouri State USBC Association congratulates Hunter Jones, recipient of the Marvin Townsend Male Leadership Award Scholarship, presented on June 4th, 2016 at the MSUSBC Showcase at the annual meeting, Capitol Plaza Hotel, Jefferson City, Missouri.
I actually came prepared this time, so the annual meeting was a bit of a shocker. So, first I like to. I'm very honored to be presented with this award. It's a true accomplishment for me and for my family, and I'll remember this forever. Next, I want to thank my nominator, who is Rich Gross. He's with the association, and I wouldn't be here without him. And hopefully, I can follow him in his footsteps to be the greatest bowler I can be. I want to thank the scholarship board for nominating me for this. It's a true accomplishment, and hopefully these next few years I can put as many applications I can because they're for the best. I want to thank the other scholarship winners, Ricky, Montana, and all the others. I forgot your name, sorry. But I want to thank I want to congratulate the Hall of Fame people that will be in the Hall of Fame. You truly deserve it, and it's a great honor for you. I want to thank my family and friends who supported me the whole way. I wouldn't be here without you, and I wouldn't be the young man I am today. Thank you.
So just a few years ago, we saw for the first time in a while how Missouri bowlers were affecting the national landscape. We decided that we couldn't ignore the impact, and the board got together and we thought it was important to honor them on a night like this. We in Missouri have racked up multiple high averages in the nation, a world record 5-man team game, and collegiate national champions to celebrate during these years. We had no idea that it would continue every single year since we brought up that award in the first place. We have not skipped a year since we thought of it. It's remarkable, but it's particularly fitting this year that we honor yet another Missouri team in the national spotlight. For decades, the greatest team in bowling history, the famed St. Louis-based Budweisers, comprised of Missouri State Hall of Famers Dick Weber, Ray Bluth, Tom Hennessy, Don Carter, and Pat Patterson, held the 5-person team series record with their immortal 38-58. If you were a bowler over the years, it was the easiest number to remember of all. It was a record that stood for an incredible 35 years and 11 months before it was finally broken. But now, because of the environment that we bowl in, the number has subsequently been beaten a number of times. But on Thursday, March 10th, at Show Me Lanes in St. Louis, a Missouri team took back that record, just 2 days shy of the 58th anniversary of the Budweisers' great night. It wasn't just any team. In fact, there are a few niches that this record-breaking score fits into, so maybe it's better if we just watch this video first.
Eddie Sitwinski, New Lenox,
That's a nice video, but it's not
Miller, Kansas City, Missouri. Connor Drum.
I like that one too because it was one of them we celebrated about 5 years ago.
Brian Council, Ventura, California.
I'm just going to go on. It's okay. What I'd like to tell you about this, a few additional notes on this performance. Since the team featured 3 men and 2 women, it also broke the record for a team with that lineup of 38-78 by 108 pins. It broke the world record by 108 pins. And then, and this is not to make any of them feel bad, but there's the what might have been. The team had a chance at 4,000 scratch going into the final frame, but it was stopped by Jay Bradshaw's solid 8-pin and Jen Alluden's 10-pin. They also had 2 open frames during the night. One final thing that I thought was really cool. When I was researching the history on this, I used my Google machine, and I searched on Budweiser bowling team record, and look what shows up on the first page, now forever tied to that amazing feat. Isn't that cool? Please help me welcome the current world record holders in 2 categories for a 3-game scratch series, Jay Bradshaw, Jenna Luden, Jim Luden, Linda Bradshaw, and John Bogacki, Jr. You guys to get your own plaques because I can't step over there to do it if you don't mind. So grab those, if you wouldn't mind, and hand them out. Here, Jay, that's you. Jim, that's you. they're helping me out because I can't walk past the table, so they're grabbing their own plaques, and I think that's pretty cool.
We do?
All right, thank you. Would anybody like to say something? Apparently you are? Okay. Please.
Okay, so apparently I've been nominated. I was not aware I was going to be speaking to anybody. When I got here, I would have put something together. Well, most of you that know me know that's probably not true. I would have at least thought about it, though. All I can say is, you know, it was a really fun year. Obviously, it was a really fun night. Bowling with these guys on and off in different leagues for 20 years. And it's just, you know, it's a great accomplishment, especially to be associated with guys, you know, like the Budweiser team. That's something that's really special to me, to be associated with legends of the game like that. I'm sure it's special to all of them, too. So thank you, everyone, for having us. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a cool ride. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. We're going to show the video real quick here. I think we've got it now. And since it's a once-in-a-lifetime type of deal, I've been notified that the video is ready now, and it would be a shame if you didn't watch it. So let's take a look at this video before we go on. Very nice. I love doing that. I really do. It's now time to welcome the class of 2016 to the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame. Our Hall of Fame celebrates individuals who make a lasting impression on the sport of bowling on the lanes and behind the scenes. Tonight, 3 extraordinary individuals will receive their highest honor that the Missouri USBC can bestow. A number of our previous inductees are here with us tonight to share in this special moment. But before I invite them to join us on the stage, let's take a moment to honor once again those Hall of Fame bowlers who left us this year. This is not a time for sadness, it's a time for happiness, for honor, and for celebration of the time that we had with these great people. We saw fit to include them in the highest club that we have in the state. And let's remember why one last time. Marie Heisel, 1925 to 2016. Missouri State Hall of Fame class of 1997. Arlene Spadholt, 1937 to 2015. Missouri State Hall of Fame, 2014. Barbara Thorberg Campbell, 1944 to 2016. Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame, 1987. And Marvin Townsend, 1923 to 2016. Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame, class of 2001. In memoriam. Thank you. Now please join me in honoring, again, our Missouri State USBC Hall of Famers in attendance tonight as they are introduced. In the class of 2003, from St. Louis, our photographer for a number of years now, welcome Craig Matthews, Sr. The retiring association manager from the St. Louis USBC, I'm proud to have worked with him all these years, inducted in 2004, Mr. Dale Bone. In the class of 2005, currently first vice president of the Missouri State USBC and president of the St. Louis USBC from St. Louis, Frank Barnhart. She was inducted in 2006 and began her 2 terms as the first president of the Missouri State USBC in the same year, our first merged president. Currently a director on the Missouri State USBC board, honored for her years of service from Springfield, Nancy Mills. And you all saw fit in your infinite wisdom to honor myself in the class of 2010 right here in the Capitol Plaza, and I thank you for that. Also from the class of 2011, a remarkable historian for our organization, hailing from Columbia, Miss Dot McKenzie. Inducted in the class of 2012, 9 years after her husband, from St. Louis, Andrea Matthews. Also from the class of 2012, in the superior performance category, one of an elite club who owns a 300-game and an 800 series, both bowling from both the left and the right side. From Holt Summit, Matt Buxton. And finally, inducted for superior performance in a class of 5 inductees last year, an owner of more than 100 perfect games and over 100 800 series from St. Louis, Ron Krapels. It's important that we're aware of the significance of achievements or even careers in service as they happen. We need to constantly ask ourselves if we really appreciate the milestones of our current era. Look around at the people you're with in this sport. Look around in this room right now. Year in and year out. Please help us recognize the worthy bowlers of today and future years by sending in applications and nominations for our Hall of Fame. It's now my pleasure to introduce our president, Kim Wade, who will welcome into our Hall of Fame our 3 newest members.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all of our winners. In the era that we live in now, sometimes numbers just blow us away. We just saw scores high enough to garner a world record, and we see people piling up honor scores more and more. The 3 inductees tonight certainly have their fair share of honor scores as well, but there are things that make them uniquely special above and beyond just the scoring, and soon you will see. Our first inductee began bowling in the USBC Open Championships, then the ABC National Tournament some 30 years ago. In fact, this year he completed his 30th tournament. You may not know that the USBC keeps a record of your total pinfall and publishes a top 50 average list for milestone years. Rich was pretty high up on the 20-year list of the top 50 averages in the country at this tournament. And remember, hundreds of thousands of bowlers compete in this tournament. While the last few years he slid a little, he'll be eligible next year for the 30-year list, and it will be interesting to see where he lands. Owner of multiple BPA regional titles, he was once second in balloting of the PBA Rookie of the Year. He spent 30 years in the bowling business, now serving bowlers in St. Louis from out of Ray Orff's Bowling and Trophy Shop. You might have heard of his dad. He's very proud of the accomplishments of his kids in the game, and appears that his legacy is well on its way. Now let's look at a short video highlighting Rich Orff. Please welcome into the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame for superior performance, Richard Orff. Nice to meet you. Plaque says Hall of Fame, presented to Rich Orff for superior performance, June 4th, 2016. USBC proudly recognizes Rich Orff on being inducted into the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame, June 4th, 2016. Congratulations.
Thank you, folks. And I'm sure somebody has to know here, who found all those pictures? That's what I thought. You know, it's really great to be here, and those pictures did choke me up a little bit. But I would like to congratulate all the other honorees tonight, and it is very sad that Sean is not here to celebrate with us tonight. He was a super guy, obviously an awesome bowler, and he left us all way too soon. You know, this is a great honor, and I wouldn't be here without the help of a lot of great people. And I would first like to thank my parents, Ray and Sandy. And there was some neat pictures with my pops. And probably most of you don't know, but my dad fell about a month ago, and he broke his hip. But he's in a rehab center now, but fortunately he's doing better, and he should be coming home soon. You know, my dad was always there to teach me the game, and obviously he's still there now helping me out. And, you know, my mom was always there too, giving me her support, whether I bowled good or bad. You know, when I was a young kid, I owe a lot to the late Don McLaren and the late, great Dick Weber. Don was the PBA Midwest Regional Director when I got out of high school, and he needed help running the tournaments. And he actually hired me to check in and weigh in all the bowling equipment. When Don retired, Dick Weber took over and kept me on running the paddock. The extra money that I made from working in those tournaments allowed me to back myself in all the regionals that I bowled in, and that truly helped me learn how to bowl on very demanding lane conditions. There were some good pictures, too, of my younger brother, Steve, and I would just like to give him a shout out right now. You know, and we've always been very close. And when we were kids, we really helped each other be the best bowlers we could be. And I'd also like to thank my really good friend, Father John Brocklin, for nominating me for this award. Unfortunately, Steve and John could not be here tonight. They're actually in Chicago as we speak, getting ready to bowl the world famous Peterson tournament. And I want to wish them a whole lot of luck. And obviously, anybody that's bowled that tournament knows tomorrow they're going to need a lot of luck. You know, sometimes it's fun to look back and look at the success I've had in bowling. But truly, what I cherish the most are all the great people I've met through the years, all the great friends that I have made, the memories, and all the great stories that I have. And if you talk to me later, you'll know I've got a lot of stories. There's some special people here with me tonight that I would like to recognize. My wife, Sheila, is right here in the front. We've been married for 21 years. And I just want to thank you for all your support. And thank you for taking care of the kids when I was running around the country trying to bowl and make a few bucks. You know, I'm very proud of my kids. And my daughter's here tonight. Mary is 14. She just had her birthday Wednesday. Happy belated birthday, Mary. And, you know, being a young 14, Mary is already averaging 185. I know we've had a lot of other great young bowlers be introduced here tonight, but I just want to give credit to my little girl. Like I said, she's averaging 185. And 3 months ago in her junior league, she shot her first 300 game and finished with a nice 761 series. My son Andrew is also here with us. Andrew is 17. He's going to be a senior next year in high school. And he's really had a great bowling season this year, too. He's had 3 300 games. He's had 3 800s. And really the impressive thing with his 800s is 2 out of those 800s were in tournaments where he actually was bowling on a different pair of lanes every game. So it's very good, Andrew. And his high is 826. And last month, do I still get this award even though I live in Illinois? Okay. I just wanted to be up front here. Last month, Andrew won the Illinois Pepsi tournament. And both Mary and Andrew made it to junior gold this year. And so there's not going to be any beach vacations for the ARFs this summer. We'll be in Indianapolis the middle of July for junior gold. I would like to thank the board for giving me this great honor. I truly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
His flash got me. Yeah. Okay. Sean Swanson is being inducted into the Bowling Hall of Fame tonight, but as you already know, his actions and dedication towards the end of his battle with cancer qualify him for the Hall of Fame in life. Sean had an illustrious career in PBA bowling, exempt on the national tournament, and winning 19 PBA regional events. He was on TV twice on the national tour and finished second in 1998, losing to Danny Wiseman. The Southwest BPA saw fit to include him just over a year ago in its Hall of Fame. He had 78 total tournament wins, one of which was the $100,000 Super Hoinky tournament in 1994. He was on 2 championship teams in the Brunswick World Team Challenge, won 3 Missouri State Championships, and 3 Greater Ozarks Championships. To Sean, it wasn't about the high scores unless they helped him win. The victory was his quest. His name would be in the conversation for the top 5 bowlers ever to come out of our state. Now let's look at a video highlighting Sean's accomplishments.
Shootout round and earned the chance to go on against Danny Wiseman, our top seed.
So much pressure right now. He trusted it. Looks good. He has thrown 2 of the best shots of his life, the 2 most pressure-packed shots of his life. He still needs 6 pins.
Please welcome Sean's wife, Angela, and his son, Caleb, who will accept this honor on Sean's behalf, inducted tonight into the category of Superior Performance Male, posthumously from Springfield, Sean Swanson. USBC proudly recognizes Sean Swanson on being inducted into the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame June 4th, 2016. USBC Missouri State Hall of Fame presented to Sean Swanson for superior performance June 4th, 2016. Let me take off my glasses. Just never talk.
Unfortunately,
I'm not Sean Swanson. My name is Caleb. My stepmom Angie, my lovely sister Tori, the nation, and other family members. Sorry, guys. And we are here representing my father. As the video stated, my father lost his life a little over a year ago, but he didn't lose his battle with cancer. He didn't lose his battle with cancer because it didn't stop him from being a great bowler, a great husband, and a great father. If I can be afforded a little bit of time, I'd like to tell kind of a story of a regular Monday morning of mine. I'd wake up at around 5 in the morning, which is awful, and I feel bad for those who have to do that regularly. And I'd walk out of my bedroom, and my old man would be laying there on the couch right next to my dog, drinking a Diet Coke and eating a salad out of a butter bowl. I'd go and give him a hug, say good morning or whatever. It was in the morning. Neither of us really wanted to talk. And I'd go into the kitchen, I'd look, and on the counter there'd be a plaque, trophy, glass bowling pin, or whatever the trophies are like. And I'd say, where'd you get this? Or where's this from? And then he would promptly state, I don't know, I stole it. And that was just really the kind of guy he was. He was the most humble man I have ever met. He didn't talk about bowling often. He never shot me or anyone I know a text saying, yeah, I won, or brag or anything like that. And that was just something that was really key to a lot of his success, is to stay humble, stay with his roots, and bowl so he could come home to his family and friends. Yet, if he were here today, I would tell you, or he would tell you rather, that he would appreciate the recognition for his achievements. He'd be honored to be around so many Hall of Famers and great people in general. And he'd be honored for this award. Thank you, and God bless.
While she should certainly be proud of her Hall of Fame-worthy accomplishments so far, Amy Drescher seems most proud of her involvement and opportunity she's had as a result of being a bowler. She had 2 years of collegiate bowling at Southwest Missouri State, now Missouri State in Springfield. Encouraged to go out for the team and a chance meeting with someone who knew about college bowling. She's had the opportunity to compete in multiple states and countries in both team and individual events. As a matter of fact, as a young girl, she bowled in Cuba. She's been a member of 4 different associations right here in Missouri. She recently completed her bronze level coaching certification and says that her passion now is working with kids. Not to say she hasn't done big things as well. She was on a trio that had a nation's highest series in 2012. She's a 6-time Missouri State champion and bowled on the ladies' professional tour from 1994 to 1996. Now let's view a short video highlighting Amy Drescher. In the category of superior performance, female, we are pleased to induct Amy Drescher from St. Charles. Oh. Been down there. Whoa. USBC proudly recognizes Amy Walter Drescher on being inducted in the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame, June 4th, 2016. Plaque is USBC Missouri State Hall of Fame presented to Amy Walter Drescher for superior performance, June 4th, 2016.
Well, I have to say, at first, I made it up here without tripping. I was really worried about that. You know, I thought long and hard about really what I wanted to say in my speech. And I thought about how I first and foremost wanted to thank the association, the selection committee, and everyone else for honoring me with such a prestigious award. It's something I couldn't have imagined. And I didn't want to say a lot, but I am already. I also wanted to congratulate the other Hall of Fame members who, over my career, I've had the pleasure of bowling with, both Sean and Rich, and many of these individuals sitting here, the ones on the board, everyone. It's been an amazing career, and I've just enjoyed every minute of it. I wanted to congratulate, the talented scholarship winners and award winners. I thought about many stories I could tell, and there are a lot, and a lot of you know them, but please, we'll refrain from sharing those today. I wanted to thank my friends and family who were able to make it, and then I realized it's not about me or the speech, it's about this moment that I've thought about for many years, and the moment to which my passion and love for this sport has brought me. The moment right here, right now. The fact that I get to share this moment with each and every one of you, whether it's someone I grew up with, someone I married, someone I bowled with over the years, someone I'm coaching. This is the moment I'm thankful for. It's about the love for the game, the victories, the defeats, and the friendships we foster that make this moment. It's not about me. It's about every time we walk into a bowling center. It's about every ball we throw, the strikes, the missed spares, the wins and the losses. It's about how we accept those moments. It's about what we learn and how we use those moments. It's about passing that truth and knowledge on and teaching others to cherish those moments, good and bad, to direct our futures. It's about a future where one day I will be sitting out there watching some of you, and I can point to several of you that deserve it eventually, standing right here in this spot, receiving this award and giving your speech. Make the most of your moments. Some will be good, others bad. Just don't regret a single one. I know I don't. Thank you.
I would like to say thank you once again to my Hall of Fame honor guard up here on the stage. Thanks, folks. You can return to your seats. To kind of play off of what Amy just said just a bit, and I don't have this written down right now, one of the things that we try with my group in the back, and I'll acknowledge them in just a second, is to add something just a little more every single year. And by doing the extra things that we think of or try to do or do if it's possible or whatever, is to do exactly what she just said, and that is to make you sit out there in that chair and watch what happens up here and say to yourself, wow, I really want that to be me someday. I thank you for joining us tonight under these very special presentations. I want to thank Craig Matthews for serving as our official photographer one more time this year. You'll appreciate his professional work when you see the results. He'll be available afterwards after we finished to take any family and group photos that any of the award winners would like to have taken tonight, and we will get those to you. I'd like to take my opportunity now to thank my great help in the back. A very good friend, Alan Honor. He's been with me doing this probably, I don't know, 8 years now, probably doing this. And like I said, we come up with something new. It's been, like George said, it's been brand new for live streaming. We did it for the first time last year. This is our second year. I believe we are the only state that has done it so far. Other states are aiming that way, and they're doing it because of what we've done for you guys here tonight. And this will all be archived. You'll be able to find it on InsideBowling.tv. On the YouTube channel under Inside Bowling as well. Thanks to Mike Flanagan, Matt Turek, and Ricky Matsko, and Brian Burkhart from the InsideBowling.com, our live stream team tonight. This event will be archived on YouTube. The auction items on the side will be available for another 15 minutes. And please don't forget the bowling night at the Cardinal game in a couple of weeks. Dale Bone has all the details if you'd like to participate in those. Please do so. One more thing. Hunter, where are you? Come up here and help me, if you would. We have some plaques over here to unveil. He helped me last year, and I just called on him again because I know he knows what the deal is here. Just pull the covers off. Yeah, all of them. There we go. Yeah, we don't want that to fall down. That wouldn't be a good thing. The first two are our scholarship plaques for the 6 recipients that we get tonight. And on the third plaque, you'll see the newest inductees in the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame. Thank you, folks. Have a great night. It's been a pleasure.